Welcome back to Superstarglam. So today's video is that a second part of my haul, the high-end part of my haul. I did pick up a lot of these things before the VIB Sephora sale, not knowing about the VIB sale. So I've been hanging on to a lot of these things. I do have quite a bit of products to get to, so I will just jump right into the video. The first item is this cute little package from Benefit. It says, "Sunday my prince will come," and the reason I picked this up is because I like these because they come with a decent size of products to try out. For example, the only reason I picked this up is because I've really been wanting to try their new blush, California, and this came in the set. Isn't this really cute? Like, realistically, I'm not gonna go through the full size, so I felt this would be the perfect. The only thing I'm disappointed is it didn't have that little sun overlay like the original does, but it is such a pretty color. Look at how pretty that is. That's so pretty. It's actually what I am wearing today. Okay, this is one of the items that I've been holding off to dig in, and I finally got to today. But I picked this up during the Ulta, I think it was the 21 days sale, and it is the Mally Effortless Airbrush Blush and Highlighter. Now, I got it in the shade Perfect Peach and Stardust. It comes in two separate compacts, and it is the highlighter that I am wearing today. It is so pretty and pigmented. Like, a little bit goes a long way, gives you a really nice glow. And then this is the blush. It's really pretty. So it comes in these two sets, and it also comes with a double-ended brush, so that's neat. And the best part is that when I got it in that sale, I got it for $17.50, and it was a really good deal. Okay, this I got at from the sale, and it is the Tarte Pro Custom Magnetic Palette, and I've already added my shadows in there. For $17, this is like really sturdy, well made, and I love the fact that it comes with a mirror. And like I said, I've already added some of my shadows in here, and I really like this. So for $17, that is not a bad price for those. Of course, I had to take advantage of the sale and pick up my necessities, which is the Shiseido facial cotton that I love. I've been loving these, and I purchase these anytime I get a chance to, and I do take advantage when they do go on sale. And these last me a long time because the cotton is pretty wide, so I cut it in middle, so I double the amount that it comes with. Another, I guess, skincare item that I wanted to try, and it's a pretty good set. It's from Murad, and it comes with the AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser, the day cream with SPF, and a little hydrodynamic ultimate moisture. So it's a neat little set that I wanted to try. So it was a sale going on, and it's funny because my cousin picked these up, and I was like, it's not a necessity, but they're so damn cute. So I was like, well, if they're still available during the sale, then I'll pick them up then. And sure enough, they were available. It's the Tarte Magic Wands brush set. Comes in this unicorn packaging. Did I have to have them? No, but it's a nice set, and like I said, I picked it up because they were on sale, and they're so cute. Something I wanted to try, it's an ongoing battle with this whole like my eyebrow thing, so I wanted to try these out, and they were already on sale plus additional the VIB sale, so I ended up getting them for much less. It's the Sephora Brow Stencil Kit. It comes with a little brush and 6 stencils. It's just a neat little guide for me to try to figure out a shape for my brows. I don't go get them professionally done or anything. I do it myself, so it's a nice way to have them, to have a guide and use this. I haven't used the brush yet, but I will use it eventually. But yeah, I really wanted to have this. I was gonna use this today, but I totally forgot. This is the Sephora Cake and Bake. It's a liquid and powder makeup sponge, and it comes in like a rectangular shape with slanted edges, and the concept I think is pretty good, and they're from Vera Mona. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel that for baking it's probably gonna be like really good to get like a sharp line, so I wonder how it will work to blend everything out, but I will give this a try. I think it's pretty neat. It's interesting. Speaking of sponges, I got another one of the Beauty Blender blush sponge, or the Beauty Blusher. I love these for the size, especially for blending out the concealer. I had to repurchase it because my toddler still at it again. So I had to repurchase this. Something that I had to pick up because I've heard nothing but great things about it is from the Stila, the Magnificent Metals Glitter and a Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And I picked up 4 of them. One of them I am wearing, actually 2 colors I'm wearing on my eyes today. On my lid I'm wearing the Rose Gold Retro, and in the inner corner I'm wearing Diamond Dust. What I really didn't know about this, the Diamond Dust, the swatches online don't give it justice. I thought it was just plain like silver glitter, but it's not. Like, that looks like intense silver glitter, but it's not. Like, you look at it really close and it has many little specks of purple, green, pink, blue, all these different colored glitters that make this a really unique color. I picked up one of their most recent shades that they released, and this one's called Sunset Cove. And again, this is like another shade that was so pretty. It's pink with like a purple bluish dual chrome. It's slightly different. It's not as intense. It's a little more sheer, but I like that about it, that you can build it up, and it's just the color of it makes it like pop and sparkle. It's so pretty. And then the other 2 colors, again, I got the Rose Gold Retro and the Smoldering Satin. So this is Smoldering Satin. It's like such a pretty like taupey color. I don't even think you can see it. And then this is the Rose Gold. Again, that's the one I'm wearing on my lid right now. So pretty. Yeah, it's like they're gorgeous. These are like really good items. And again, I took advantage of the sale. So another item that was in the sale section from Sephora was from their line. It's their brushes from the Sephora Pro line, the Pro Wing Liner. It just looked like an interesting brush. I didn't realize how big it was though. Like, it's supposed to be for a wing liner, but I don't think I could use this. I have little eyes. So I'll figure out a way to use this. Okay, so everybody and their mama has been talking about this also, and it is the Makeup Forever Starlit Powder in the shade number 13. And this is what this looks like. That I know that Jacqueline has been using it as a highlighter. Yeah, it's really, really pretty. Okay, so I don't normally use the tape technique for easy cleanup when you do your eye, but this kind of looked interesting, so I wanted to give it a try. And it's the makeup tape lineup from the Sephora brand, so it was interesting to know that they have their own tape, and it does say that it is medical grade, so I'm assuming that it is a little bit more gentler than, say, Scotch tape. I haven't tried it yet, but it is nice to have. The only time that I do use the tape technique is when I work on clients. I feel like it's easier for me to work with, especially when I'm doing the liner part, and to make it even on both sides. We get accustomed to do our own makeup, and so we kind of already know, you know, where that line goes. But when you're working on a client that has different shape of eyes, it becomes a little more difficult, and then you can't always look at them straight ahead. You're kind of always looking at them on it from different sides, so putting a tape always helps me as a guide to make less mistakes. I always pick these up because I love these. These are the Sephora hair ties. It's 4 of them in brown. Yeah, I always like to have these around, and especially now that I can actually pull my hair back, I need to have these. Okay, and this is, I actually want to try it. This is also from the Sephora line. I guess they're also expanding a lot of their products, and they have their own setting spray. It's called the Sephora Beauty Amplifier, and it comes in 2 different sizes. This is the 1 ounce, and I believe, I don't know how many ounces, but it's a larger size, and it's actually pretty decent. This is $9, and the full size is $12. If it's a good spray, I wouldn't mind paying that much for the spray, especially because the higher end setting sprays that I love are a little bit more pricey. So let's see how it doesn't even have much of a scent either. So another item that I picked up from Sephora is their gel serum concealer, and I got it in the shade Palmier 08, and it's actually the concealer that I am wearing right now, and it's actually pretty good. Now I know why it is so highly rated, because it's actually a really good concealer. I picked up a new foundation. I really wanted to try this one. It's the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. I've only tried one other foundation stick, and that's from Anastasia. I've heard really good things about this one, and the packaging is really fancy. Like once I'm done with this foundation, I think I'd be more upset about getting rid of the packaging. Is that weird? I got it in the shade Warm Beige. 2 Kat Von D items I picked up are the Lock-It Makeup Setting Mist. I've heard a lot of good things about this setting mist. Yeah, I have a variety to try out and see which one I'd be purchasing a full size for. And then I picked up an actual small size of, it's the Lock-It Setting Powder in Translucent. The packaging is so cute, and I've actually have used this. I have tried this, and I used that to set my under eye today. I did like it. I liked how finely milled it is, but I can see how I could go overboard with this powder. I don't think that I'd be able to get away with baking with it, especially under the eye, because it already looks pretty, I'm not gonna say it looks dry, but it looks pretty matte under the eye. So I feel that if I were to bake with it, it would be a little bit heavier looking and drier. But for lightly setting the face, I think it worked really, really good. So I repurchased the IT Cosmetics CC Full Coverage Cream, and I actually picked it up in medium tan. it's also what I'm wearing in my face today. I just love this stuff. Like, to be honest, there's really nothing out there. This gives a lot of good coverage foundations out there a run for their money, because not only are you getting the coverage that you need, but you're getting all of the benefits from it, plus SPF 50. Like, you can't go wrong with something like this, and you feel good about applying this all over your face on a daily basis. So I had to repurchase it. I did get medium tan, which I feel this matches me a lot better than the medium shade. And then also from It Cosmetics, I picked up their Confidence in Your Glow. It says it's a skin transforming healthy flush blushing bronzer, and I've been wanting to dig into this because it looks so beautiful. Look at the packaging, so cute. I got mine in the shade Instant Warm Glow. Comes with the mirror, and it's this whole radiant effect. It definitely is mimicking the ones from the Kevin Aquan line, but those are even more pricier. So I can't wait to try this. The bronzer actually looks really good. And again, I got more peachy shade blushes. But I did swatch this initially, and I didn't know this, but this is like a highlighter on its own. If you just dig into that, look at that. Like, you could just dip into just that shade alone and you have a highlight on its own. Or the idea is that you can swirl it around into all three and buff it into your cheeks. So I think that would be so good, or and look really nice in the summer. Okay, I had to pick this up. I actually wanted to get the original bronzer, but when I was gonna make my purchase during the VIB sale, this became available because it had been sold out. It's the Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer in the Coconut Perfect Tan. It is limited edition. The scent is so good. It smells so good. I think the scent and the Physicians formula is a little more intense and smells a lot stronger, and this is a little bit more milder. So this is what the packaging looks beautiful, and you open it up, has a big mirror, and that's the big ginormous bronzer that's as big as my face. I know that this is lighter than the other one, and I thought that this wasn't going to work for me, but it's actually the bronzer that I'm wearing today, and it worked really good. Just a little bit of a swipe and it worked really good. I feel like once my skin tone gets a little bit more tan, I think I'd be able to still wear this by building it up. So it's not bad. I thought I was going to have to return it and exchange it for the original, but so far it's working for me. The last item that I picked up, and this was probably the last one that I picked up, I really wanted to get the Kat Von D Goth palette, I think it was called, because of its pastel colors. Like, they were all just so pretty. I didn't get my chance to buy that. Then the Lorac, I think it was the Brunch palette, and I know that one's still available, but it's a hefty $44 for a palette that, you know, I look at my collection and there's a lot of palettes there that I have more like wearable shadows that are kind of sitting there because I don't have enough time to go through all of them. So then I think about, well, that palette is definitely going to sit there because it's only going to be useful to me when I want pastel colors all over my face, I guess. So anyways, so I passed on those two palettes, but I happened to see again on Sephora's website the sale items. Some of their stuff was on sale, and I figured that I might as well get it. It's the Sephora and Pantone Universe, and it's this palette. And once I looked at it, I realized that it is so similar to those palettes that I passed on that I just didn't want to spend that much money on them. This was on sale for $19 plus the discount. I got it for even cheaper than that. All pastel colors. Like, nothing that I would be missing from the other palettes. And I know that Sephora's shadows are really good quality. I guess this was a good way to not break the bank and try these pastels and the pastel trend on my eyes. Yeah, that was the last item from my haul. I hope that you enjoyed. I know that I will be having a lot of fun playing with all this makeup in the next following weeks. Please let me know if there's anything that you would like for me to review. I do want to get into those videos to review products for you if you're interested. And let me know in the comment section below. I want to thank you again for watching, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time. Bye.